What's going on, guys? Luke's here. Today I want to talk about Gran Turismo Sport and Forza Motorsport 6. So I'm putting them head to head. Gran Turismo Sport isn't out yet, so it's going to go on what we know, what we've seen, and cat's behind me. And yeah, so just going on that. Um, Backstory: I'm a big Gran Turismo and Forza fan for a lot of years, for more than 10 years. So I feel that I can do this. Some people have only played Gran Turismo and some people have just played Forza, and they say that how good Forza is better than Gran Turismo is better than Forza, da 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 da, and the points are usually invalid or absolutely crap. So I'm going to try and go into it fairly educated, fairly unbiased, and give you my thoughts. Please, if you like this video, please like it, please comment, please share your opinion. I do these videos because I want to hear your thoughts on the video plus your thoughts on the subject matter. I really would like that. And yes, without further ado, let's get on to it. So first I'd like to talk about the strongest points of both games. Now this video I'm going to try and keep under 10 minutes as well. So the strongest points on for both games, I'll start with Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo Sports, that is. It's got FIA approved racing and tracks. That means the pitting, the racing, the laps, everything has got to be basically as it is in the real world. So comparing it to Forza, sometimes Forza has 2 laps on a track. It's often like that. It's got to be properly approved by FIA. Also, the graphics. The graphics have always been a strong suit of Gran Turismo Sport. It looks good still, but soon that's going to go into a negative. It looks good, detailed, nice tracks, and the handling looks as good as always, but also that's going to go into a negative as well. But yeah, so Gran Turismo Sport, also those rumours of it being able to give you a racing license, I can't see that's true. I can't see that's going to work. But yeah, so that's a good point. That'd be great if I could get a racing license, which then gives you cheaper insurance. Cheaper insurance for a racing game that people say it's just a game. It's not a real life. Give me cheaper insurance. It's working. I doubt that's going to happen, as Gran Turismo always just says it's going to do all this mighty stuff and it comes out and it's like, that's good, but it's not what he said. So, yeah. But I'm looking forward to getting it. I'm going to pre-order it. I'm going to pre-order the best edition of it, as I'm a big Gran Turismo fan and I'm sure it will deliver in bucket loads when it comes out. But now onto the negatives. Back to the graphics. Gran Turismo Sport, it doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to look. It looks similar to Forza, and I'll speak about Forza later. But it looks similar to Forza. Gran Turismo has always been, graphical wise, a step ahead of Forza, but this one just looks similar to Forza, just with a slightly toned down colour palette, but everything looks similar. Some of the details though in Gran Turismo, I saw netted inside the cockpit as you turn right, it swung, so that piece of material had weight and physics and graphics that was inside the cockpit, so that was kind of cool. And some of the materials, especially in the Bugatti, it looked like proper velvet and you could touch it. You know, it looks good. But it has got lots of jaggies, it's got lots of screen tearing. They keep saying it's not finalised yet, but they've stated that the graphics are finalised. It's the content that isn't. So if that is true, you know, it's pretty rubbish. PlayStation 4, super powerful console, 1080p, and it's still got jaggies. It's like 2016. Come on. If Project Car can run smoothly on a PC, Gran Turismo should run smoothly on a PS4. It's been made from the ground up for it. Yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed by the graphics. Going from graphics, I kind of linked to it. So the weather and time, it's not fully. it's not fully dynamic. It doesn't change during a race. It doesn't bother me too much, but a lot of people are bothered by it. Time bothers me a bit, but whether sometimes I feel like if you're doing 3 laps, what's the chance of the weather going to change in that? It comes more into, say, if you're doing a lot of laps around like a 24-hour Le Mans or Nürburgring, something like that. It doesn't often change in the space of a few laps, but it's kind of a bummer that it was there. Now it's not. It's just showing you that these consoles, so, you know, we say the PlayStation 4 is super powerful. It's not that powerful if it's struggling to have all this stuff in it and to run smoothly. It's not as powerful as we think. Yeah, so a dynamic time I really like in games, especially in like driving games, and it's not in Gran Turismo. Not in Forza either, but I'm not going to talk about Forza. It's hard not to compare them at this point in time, but this section of the video, this is going to be about Gran Turismo Sport. I'm almost disappointed in the fact that it's small. At first I was thinking, oh, okay, is this a prologue? Is this a kind of a bit of a space filler? No, it's not. It's they've said I was going to call it Gran Turismo 7, but they called it GT Sport. It's not a prologue. This is the next full Gran Turismo game, they have said. Now, I can see them going back on the words now because a lot of people are complaining about this. Even die-hard Gran Turismo fans, they are saying that this content isn't enough. It's too focused on GT Sport Online. It hasn't got enough focus on single player or just laps, tracks, cars. It seems small. It's a very small package. Now, it's the first game of its gen, that's the cat jumping about, so perhaps the second game can add to it, but I will point out that Gran Turismo games do not come out fast. So if this is a start of a Gran Turismo this gen, by the time it gets fully packaged, it'll be for PS5. Gran Turismo games take a long time to come out, so for this one to be the first one, it's kind of a disappointment, really. But with all that said, I'm disappointed with GT Sport. I really am, but they found the fly. I'm really looking forward to it still. I'm not bashing it. I'm not saying it's crap. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm very disappointed by it. And next video, I'm going to be talking about Forza 6, all the stuff I'm happy with. That'll be coming in a part 2. All the stuff I'm happy with. All the stuff that I think that they need to change for Forza 7, as Gran Turismo Sport and Forza 6 are going to be fighting for about a year. So then I'll conclude with what's best and why, what seems best. I can't fully compare as GT Sport isn't out yet, but what I think is best, what has the most stuff I like, and perhaps give some tips and pointers out for people that are still haven't bought a Xbox One or PS4 and are big driving fans. Perhaps they're wanting to get into one of those franchises. I'll be able to give you a more detailed summary of which one I think would be the best one for you. Stay tuned, that's coming in the next video, but this has been GT Sport. What do you think about it? Are you happy? Are you excited? Are you kind of disappointed and wish that was more? Should they just have concentrated on doing a GT7, perhaps a GT6 port to the PS4 with just updated textures and graphics? I can't believe I mentioned this. The sound is still bad. Compared to games out these days, people are saying that the sound is, oh, it's better. It still sounds like a 2005 game. It sounds like Forza Motorsport 1, for Christ's sake. You know, tyres screeching sound awful, the engine noises sound pretty bad. Some are going to get improved. They've said they'll improve them. These are placeholders. They said that in GT6. I highly doubt these sounds are going to change. Very disappointed with the sound. I'm fairly disappointed, but I will be getting it. Even though I am disappointed, I'm excited for it. It's complicated, I know, but Gran Turismo fans are probably feeling the same as I am. What are your thoughts on it? Please share them. Thank you very much for watching this video. Like, subscribe, share if you can.